ESP Wings, hailing from South Dakota, if I'm not mistaken. He said he traveled, stayed the night in Sioux City, Iowa, and then ended up making it here, if I'm not mistaken. He said Sioux City or Sioux Falls. I'm pretty sure it was Sioux City, though. Getting ready to face off against our very own LTL, That1Blakkkid, the man responsible for low-tier legends in Omaha, Nebraska. So probably going to get some Samus work. Wow, okay, and he's actually going Mario. I heard that he had a pretty nasty Lucina and a really nasty DK, but I think he's focusing on Mario right now.
Hold up, is that name? I don't think that's...
No, that's right.
Is it?
That's right, yep.
Okay, I was like, I don't want to question the triple.
Nope,
okay.
that's how it's supposed to be, yep. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Barely pushing out that D in the... Oh, well.
Let's go ahead and get right into this match here on Smashville. Now, the way to basically beat Mario in a nutshell for characters like, Link, Samus, very projectile heavy based characters is just to keep Mario out. Wall him out and then get in there and do a little fighting when you can. But if you're trying to fight Mario like up close, like what we're seeing right now, you're in trouble.
No, specifically coming from like, I play Samus a lot, and I feel like her most like dominant weakness is when you're up in her face, because she has no real fast moves to like counter it.
Absolutely.
I mean, Screw Attack is a really great move.
Yeah, but if they shield it, then you're free falling. Yeah,
you're just stuck there to get hit.
These guys pretty neck and neck right now here.
Opting to take a little ceasefire to charge up some things.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. Keep in mind that Mario does have that wonderful cape there, so wow.
Oh yeah, the cape definitely just puts on some pressure.
Absolutely, man. My man Wings just reading all sorts of rolls, just ran right up and grabbed him. Oh, nice forward there. Ooh.
No, I played Wings earlier, and he's really good.
Absolutely.
No, that's charge shot always just puts on some fear and pressure, but shielding it, hard shielding at that.
I like
the screw attack punish.
Absolutely, man. I'm definitely digging the usage of the screw attack. Okay, does get the back throw. Is that going to be enough?
Jumping around trying to find some aerial, but Samus, unlike most characters, has pretty low lag after her air dodge, so she can act pretty quickly out of it.
Tied for 6th, 7th heaviest character in the game, too. She's more on the difficult side to kill.
Her awkward weight just prevents her from being comboed by normal combos.
True.
Like up tilt, for instance, that one she'll get knocked out in like the first or second.
And certain combos too at low percentages for she can nair out of. Oh my god. Oh, and try to go for the dirty cape. I'm digging out a lot.
Going for the downer, just barely getting clipped by a forward air, I believe. Throwing out some Zairs, trying to space out.
Whoa,
getting the missile caped.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Fortunately, it was just a homing missile, weakest variant.
But sadly, this is how Samus has to space. She has to use her projectiles, and Mario just, ooh, wow, almost caught him with the forward air. Oh, bad read right there, overcommitted to the charge shot.
Like I said, those back airs, similar to DK, is just pretty great.
Samus has a very, very strong back air. Oh, recovering a little low, but that's probably going to do. Okay, I was going to say maybe do the down specials, try to gain a little leverage towards the ledge, but he was a little bit too far off for that.
See, something that's interesting about standing on a platform like that is it's harder to approach, because if you shield, that suddenly becomes a lot more valuable due to the fact that you can't really grab in the air. So that definitely helps out, like, characters like Samus charge up some projectile, especially when you can shield straight out of a charge.
Definitely. Nice down throw, up tilt, up air, getting those classic Mario combos going on as he has this very dominant lead here at 83%.
Still caping more missiles. Just been on point with that. The double air dodge to get rid of that forward air pressure. See, Samus's up tilt's pretty good. It's just if you shield that, you have pretty decent punish.
Definitely. I'm starting to wonder why we're not seeing too many up airs in the neutral. I know that her up air auto cancel if it hits the ground. I know a lot of top.
Oh yeah, approaching with her up air can combo decently too. Ooh, going for the long range snipe.
In the frame trap, you say if you worry about the missile, then you're going to get hit with the charge shot. If you worry about the charge shot, you'll get hit with the missile.
Surprisingly, not getting punished for the double roll. I feel like sometimes that slow roll can throw off some people just because they're used to quicker rolls.
I believe so as well. Ooh, nice down smash. Okay, he was going for the ledge tron backer right there, but he recovered a little bit too high. Ooh, baited the air dodge and got the nice up special. Still not enough to kill, like I said before.
Oh, the footstool.
Oh, wow.
Not enough to
Okay, he
finish.
should have went down there. Yeah, he should have went down there to capitalize, but not really much he could do. He did take a jump, so.
Keeping him at bay with some forward tilts from Samus. I'm surprised that that roll is not getting punished as much just with how slow it is.
Wow, a cape super missile, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
We got a tech
nice
though,
tech.
but to the back air.
Yeah, he was backwards towards the ledge, ended up getting with the back air, but that match was a lot closer than what I thought. I was going to say, if it became like a 2-stock victory, that possibly Alex to switch to a different character. He has a pretty solid nest, pretty solid Game & Watch. He might be able to cape, or not cape, but a bucket. Some of Mario's fireballs. So that's just like his number one approaching tool.
Finals, we're gonna finish up losers bracket.
Okay. Tell me when. Are we still doing just best 2 out of 3 of everything then?
No.
Okay. So what are we doing? So
Best 2.
finals, grand finals, loser finals.
Yeah, all the finals are grand finals.
What about semis? Semis are just 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Okay. So, opting to go to Dreamland, while that does prevent some projectiles, Samus actually has very much like Zero Suit, up air to up B combos. Dreamland might not allow that just due to its ceiling slightly.
Yeah, true. The ceiling here on the lower side, which is a very deceptive ceiling.
So the winner of these guys are next on stream.
Okay.
Pretty deceptive ceiling on all of the legal stages here.
Oh, of course.
Town and City, another very, very low ceiling too. I think it might have the lowest ceiling out of all the legal stages, if I'm not mistaken. Town and City has the lowest ceiling. Smashville is the smallest of all the legal stages in terms of physicality.
I don't know. Maybe Lilat might have a lower ceiling.
Actually, Lilat's ceiling is actually on the larger side.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it's actually
It always
on the
feels
larger
lower.
side. I know, right? It's actually on the larger side, and then, unless we like have Delfino legal, then there's parts of Delfino that are just like insanely low, like up air, like 40 a kill. Ooh.
Clipping out of the grab to a stage, or it's not actual stage bike, but it's bike on the stage.
Now I feel like Alex would have had that back air if he would have double sticked it. Now, like he usually, oh wow.
Oh, pineapple.
Pineapples.com. He threw the back route, but he kind of like floated through Mario. Now, if he would have double sticked it, he would have been able to throw it more in place.
Oh yeah.
Might have been able to land it like actually on the foot.
Not much I could say. I feel like any horizontal like attempts to be killed are going to be in Samus' favor because she can recover from distance, especially with her getting that charge shot caped. But Morph Ball can help her recover. She's got the tether grab.
Oh yeah.
And then Mario, while being like his recovery does what it needs to do, but it's pretty predictable at times. I mean, you can mix it up, of course, but
Now, the mix-up game is something that you're definitely going to have to dabble into going up against somebody like Mario. Oh, no backer, but does get the pivot tilt. Oh, nice charge cancel and grabs him. Okay, so like you said, the mix-ups are starting to come out here. I don't want to say too late, but you definitely bring this one back. Oh, that's it. Okay.
that'll take that one. Still got a hefty damage, but gonna screw up a lot of follow-ups actually at this point. No, what I like about Samus is she has a lot of mix-ups. She has a lot of options, surprisingly off stage. Like if you're approaching, if you're really fishing. Oh, the SD, bringing it back into favor of That1Blakkkid.
Yeah.
Putting some shield pressure with those charge shots.
123%. Samus has a lot of good tools where like her rage definitely starts to show. Spacing with back air is a good thing. Oh wow.
Her back air is ridiculous. And a second SD.
Wow, 2 SDs in a row. Alex right now with a breath of fresh air. He's like, wow, I don't know if I was going to take that one. 2 SDs, but that's the nature of Dreamland. Pretty easy to SD there. Sadly, we didn't see any pineapples though on ESP Wings' side. We just seen him kind of not snap ledge.
Throwing that up the wrong direction. Ooh, getting to switch to Lucina.
Okay, now I got confirmation that this is actually his main.
Oh, okay.
So this can go either way. This can go like Lucina just getting super aggro on Samus and spacing her out physically. And that's if Samus wants to approach herself in that sort of combat. Or this can be a very stationary match for Samus where she kind of just walls Lucina out because she has no projectiles and then kind of gets
Zaire
crazy.
can usually outrange any aerials.
Oh yeah, and it definitely outrange
And it comes
her
out so fast.
yeah, her sword is not as long as Marth's. That Zera can definitely outrange.
So is there any other like distinctive differences between like tipper effect between Marth and Lucina? Because that's something I've never understood.
It's just pretty much it, just the tipper effect, and that's an attribute from the game. You know, Marth's sword just has the tipper hitbox on it in the game. It's longer, so that's all it is. But for the most part, all their moves come out the same in terms of like frame data and all that type of jazz.
Combos relatively at the same.
Yep, combos relatively at the same as long as they don't have to do with the tips. Lucina's sword is more balanced all the way around. Marth's hit from the tip, and then Roy's hits from the base.
Yeah.
So.
But Roy plays a lot faster.
Falls a little faster too, so he's kind of more of a semi-clone. Lucina, coming from her Fire Emblem iteration, she's an actual real clone. Like she pretends to be Marth most of that game. So, with that being said, it's only right that she's a clone in here.
Of course.
Well, thank you, Sakurai, for actually putting in clones that make sense.
Yeah, that one made sense.
Yeah.
But at that point, it's questionable to whether that should take up a character slot.
Or maybe, well, it's the sword. I think is what differentiates the two in terms of like having to do a different character slot.
I mean, it's kind of funny though. In the story-wise, they technically have the same sword, so they act differently in this game, which is confusing in a sense.
I think Lucina's sword is called like Falchion.
No, they're both Falchion.
Falchion?
It's just
Yeah.
the only difference is Lucina's sword has a different hilt due to it deteriorating over time. The blade itself does not like.
It looks more
age.
like Crom's sword. Don't they have the same?
It's
the same
actually
sword. Okay,
yep.
that's what I thought. Same
Falchion
sword.
is the same between Marth, Crom, and Lucina. It's just the hilt is different between Marth and Crom and Lucina, obviously.
Absolutely.
Which is kind of funny. If you look at the art, the Falchion looks more like a rapier for Marth, while for these characters, it's like curved out. It just an interesting, like, hard to explain why it's the same blade, but not.
No, I hear you. That's definitely a lot of knowledge for me, especially coming from myself. I don't really follow Fire Emblem other than like the characters in here. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no. Nice ledge trump right there, but that is a re-grab.
Oh,
no punish.
Almost getting it down tilt. Just waiting for the frames to
up throw should
up.
do it. Wow.
No.
Okay.
177 just living.
Now that is Marth, Lucina, and Roy's kill throw. The up throw is enough to take you out on certain stages at like 150.
Trying to approach with the back against shielded and punished.
So like I said before when the match started, we're seeing more of a stationary game. ESP Wing's having a bit of an issue getting in. He wants more of like that heads up fight like what we had with Mario. And Alex, if he can avoid that at all costs, believe me, he will do that. Oh, nice auto cancel on the up air there. He needs to throw more of those out. She's just having a bit of an issue getting in. 61%. This is not a good spot for her to be in. She's gonna have to try to make something.
Pressure on.
Okay, now he does have a jump.
Oh, stage
wow.
spike, evening it back to a actually somewhat plausible match now.
Yes, sir. Only 65%. This is still.
Samus getting punished for the fact that her jabs do not connect for sure.
Wow, and roll. Don't ever roll in this game.
See, most of the time I feel like rolling towards an opponent is usually a bad option.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna roll, oftentimes it feels like away from them is usually better.
In terms of like situational awareness, rolling is sometimes more on a difficult. It's harder to basically act out of it after you roll. Like in terms of like moves and things you want to do. If you learn how to pivot, short hop, learn how to increase your movement like that. That'd be something better.
With the charge shot.
And Alex will take that one in a 2-1 victory. We got those two unfortunate SDs from Wings there in that last match, and then he brought it back though, which was really fascinating. I've never seen Lucina gameplay quite like that, but Alex with that stationary gameplay, Lucina with no projectiles to be able to get in, it was a little rough.